Hello, dear students. I welcome you all to the class of English of optional BA third year. We have been dealing with one of the pioneers in the field of new criticism, I. Richards, for last three classes. Today, we are going to deal with I. Richards' views on the value of poetry. In the previous class, we dealt with Richards' views on the nature of poetry. Then we came across I. A. Richards' views on poetry and communication. Today, let us see I. A. Richards' views on the value of poetry. Before establishing the value of poetry, Richards first examines the working of the human mind. He tries to find out a general psychological theory of value. He describes the human mind as a system of impulses. There are conflicting instincts and desires and wants or aspirations in the human mind. These conflicting instincts cause uneasiness to the human mind, and the human mind wants to achieve an order or systematization of these conflicting instincts and emotions. Among these, some impulses are satisfied and some give way to others. In other words, some are frustrated. The ideal state will be when all the impulses are fully satisfied, but since this is the really possible, the next best state is when the maximum number of impulses are satisfied and the minimum number are frustrated. The value of art or poetry is that it enables the mind to achieve this phase system more quickly and completely than it could do otherwise. Richards has explained his views on the value of poetry in the chapter entitled Art and Morals in his essay Principles of Literary Criticism. In it, Richards has developed a general theory of value. General theory in the sense it applies to all human activities and not especially to poetry, and then shows how especially to poetry and then shows how poetry is valuable on the basis of his general standards. While discussing the value of poetry, Richards quoted from Shelley. The whole objection of the immortality of poetry rests upon a misconception of the manner in which poetry acts to produce the moral improvement of man. After quoting this from P.B. Shelley, I. Richards adds that poetry acts in a divine manner. It awakens and enlarges the mind itself by rendering it the receptacle of a thousand unapprehended combinations of thought. Whatever strengthens and purifies the affections, enlarges the imagination, and adds spirit to sense, is the useful. Further, Richard says the works of art represent satisfaction of impulses. Their value is satisfaction of impulses. Their value is particularly high because in them many impulses are satisfied, and with the help to them, the future satisfaction increased. According to Richards, value lies in the minute particulars of response and attitude, and not in the general rules of conduct and such abstract terms like the virtues and vices. Richards has quoted Shelley. Shelley insisted the basis of morality is laid not by preachers but by poets. At another place, Richards explains his views regarding the value of poetry in the following manner. He says, now that the mind is seen to be a hierarchy of interests, what will for this account be the difference between good and evil? It is the difference between face and wasteful organization, between fullness and narrowness of life. For the mind is a system of interests, and if an experience is their play, the worth of any experience is a matter of the degree to which the mind through this experience attains a complete equilibrium. Richards' analysis of poetry and its value in human life is accepted as true. It shows how even in this age of science and intellect, poetry plays a very important role in the life of an individual and a society. So dear students, today we have come across I. Richards' views on the value of poetry. Thus, we have come across the perspective of I. Richards, his views on the nature of poetry, his views on Richard on poetry and communication, and today we have come across I. Richards' views on the value of poetry. With this, I would like to conclude. I would like to remain here. Rest of the things we shall continue in the following class. Thank you very much.